Greetings and salutations. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream. We're gonna finish off the occupation blocks today. Hopefully we'll finish them off. I thought that I only had the smokers left to do, but I realize I have the lectern to do as well. So we have two left, not one, as I was posting before. Let me get rid of this. Hold on. Okay. Let's get that out. So I also did something off camera that's pretty sweet. So this is how everything looks right now. It's a little cramped in here. Wouldn't you agree? It's a little bit cramped. I needed a little bit more space. And I was looking at, my resource pack world here, and it's basically just a long corridor where you can see all the textures I've done, and you got to go, all the way down here, and and that's cool, but it's very boring, and it's not. I needed to have space for the textures I haven't done yet. You know what I mean? Like the red sandstone needs to be kind of by the red sand and red sandstone, all that stuff. So I said goodbye to this area. I did. We come across here and we have these terracottas. I really like the terracottas. I like these colors. They're muted. These are obnoxiously bright. I don't like them. So those are definitely going to change. When I do these, they might remain the same colors. I might keep this exact same color scheme. Just add, better textures. So bye-bye old stuff. What are these? These are mock-up. Bye-bye mock-up builds. What do we have here? What is this? There's something here. It looks like a castle without a roof. That's exactly what it is. It's a castle without a roof. So I have, look, all the profession blocks are in here. Look at that. See? And there's a lot more space. So now I can show, like, how the cartography table has a CTM on it. I can show that now because I have this big room, right? And it's very cool. I can show things at different angles, like here with the grindstones and the looms and whatnot. This is what we did last time. And Fix It brought something to my attention. When I built these, I had these little chimneys here. And he said that when he uses the blast furnace, a lot of times what he'll do is, let's see, wall. He'll grab like a wall and put it on top to be like a chimney, right? Well, this thing was sticking out of that chimney by 3 little pixels there. So I ended up sliding it over off camera, and now if you would like to do this, you still can, and it won't look weird by having something sticking out the back of it. So yeah, I fixed it. I thought I was going to have to adjust these pipes, but I figured instead of just having it in the corner, I could have it there, and that's fine. I don't have to move all these pipes as well. So I just did that. And it works. Very cool. So yeah, today we have to do lecterns. And we have to do smokers. And I think I'm going to do the lecterns first. Because I don't really need to make a custom model for these. I think the model is just fine. So I just need to retexture. For the smoker, though, I am going to make a custom model for it that looks better. So, lectern. One thing I want to do is, see how there's like this cloth down here? I'm kind of thinking about having a cloth going over the top and then draping down the back. I think that would be cool. And maybe make this a little bit thinner as well. See, let's see how thick that is. That just might be too thick. See, I think we'll squeeze that together a little bit. Add the cloth hanging over the back. I think that's pretty much all I want to do to it. As far as like adjusting the model, which will be pretty easy. It's just like, I'm just going to have to make one plane in the back there. Yeah. So let's pull that up. Where are we? Hold on. Where are we here? Here we are. Okay. And I believe I already imported the default textures here, so I just need to load them up. Yeah. Lectern base, front, sides, and top. I wish you could open more than one thing at a time with Photoshop, but you can't. I think top should be the first one we do, because that's like the top of it, right? I gotta turn my music down. You guys are probably hearing double. I don't need it to be up that loud. My son was so kind, he made me some ramen. Actually, he made it for himself, but it's the spicy kind. He didn't want it, so he gave it to me. Okay, there's this. Oh, hey, what's up, Metricate? How you doing, man? Spicy is the best. You are correct. 100%. Oh, hey, let me show you that thing that I was talking about. So there's different kinds of CTM. You have like the actual CTM, which is like what I have here on the these cartography tables. So you put one down, it looks like that. You put two, the tops connect, and three, they connect again, and and it sort of just changes the texture based on the shape. That's just called CTM. And then there is what's called random CTM, which is like these bricks here. They're all kind of random, and then repeat CTM is how I have my stone. Right here, right? So it's like there are 64 different stone textures, and they're all seamless together, and so it just looks really cool. You can see your house on the map, yeah. Oh, I started the stream and I was like, hey, check out this new thing I built here. Like, I didn't even finish. So I used to not have this. I just built this off camera. It's like a roofless texture castle where I have everything laid out. Before I just had this for all the textures I'd done, but there were no textures here that I haven't done, and there wasn't room for them either. So I just needed to reorganize it better. I haven't put the wood there yet. The wood is going to be over here. But so yeah, it's pretty cool. Before I start doing textures, I want to show this because I worked hard on it, like all day yesterday. So yeah, this is the professions room, right? So all the profession blocks are in here, right? And then over here is decorations and storage, right? So the array of candles, chests, all this stuff, kind of goes in here. These are for the copper chests. I'm still in 21.8, so I don't have copper chests yet. So these are just placeholders for the copper chests. But I am going to have to redo these chests. These are still so vanilla. I just wanted to do them so I would have something that wasn't vanilla, but I just basically took the vanilla texture and added some details to it. And I've never been happy with these. It's just kind of a placeholder. But I want to have like leather straps and stuff and buckles, and I'm going to make them look cool. Yeah. CTM stuff all makes sense now. Couldn't play without vanilla textures though. I can't play with vanilla textures. Like, it hurts my eyes. This is concrete, which I haven't done yet, clearly. It's so obnoxiously bright. Oh, it's terrible, terrible. These are my wool textures. And then over here is glass, which I haven't done yet, and terracotta, which I haven't done. I really like the terracotta colors, and even the texture is nice for, you know, the 16 by 16. But I'm going to redo these to make them look like roof tiles and wall textures. So these will be a lot of fun to do. Glass. And then here we have the overlay array. This is another type of CTM. This is the overlay CTM. So like where one texture sort of bleeds onto the one next to it, you know. So this is an array to show which textures overlay onto which other textures, right? So that's what this is. It's kind of a grid that shows it. So grass, as you can see, overlays onto everything. Sand only overlays onto the path block and nothing else, etc., etc. These are all the plants, which I've done grass, I've done ferns. I need to make rotations of these large ferns because right now there's only one rotation. So I'm going to do that without using CTM. I'm going to actually just make a custom model for these and then just have them rotate. My netherwort looks cool. But yeah, I haven't done most of these plants, so there's still a lot here to do. Sandstone. So this is more of the CTM, the connector, the what do you call it? The repeat. I really should make this whole bottom sand just to show, like, where is it? Where's the sand? Here it is. Okay, so there's my sand texture, and then I haven't done the red sand yet. So the sand, this regular sand, to me it's like a Sahara desert kind of sand, and then the red sand is going to be more of like Arizona desert, Utah desert kind of sand. So it's not going to be this grainy, you know, smooth sort of, you know, fine sand. It's going to be more coarse and sort of dirty sand. So, and for this one, I'll probably use a random CTM rather than a repeat CTM. Like this one, I use repeat, clearly. On the red sandstone, I'll probably use random. And over here, oh yeah, these are all my stone was in there. These are my ores, and I wrote my name at the top because why not? I wrote this here just to illustrate how there's an overlay on the stone. So like, it looks like when you're in the what's up, Cobra Fang? How you doing? Arizona is gray, not orange. Well, there's what's called iron clay, which has redness to it. So like Arizona, parts of Arizona, and like the Utah desert, which I have been to, and it's very, very cool. Maybe not so much in Arizona, but like, you know, Grand Canyon area, you know. Foreign thinking? What are you talking about, foreign? I've been there. I've seen it. Okay, so yeah, so this is cool because like when you're in the game, you come across, you know, the ores, it looks like it's embedded in the rock, which is really cool. So I basically took the stone texture and I inset all of the ore into it, and then I darkened the stone just a little bit, as you can kind of tell. So it gives it a really cool effect, like it's embedded, you know, like the ores are embedded in the stone. And I think that's very cool. And then over here is the deep slate version of the ores, which I haven't gotten to yet. So they still look ugly. And then here is obsidian, blackstone, and nether brick. So this is like, you know, nether textures. I haven't done the cracked nether brick yet, and I haven't done the chiseled nether brick yet. But my regular nether brick I made black. But I think I'm going to change it now that we have blackstone and stuff. I did this a long time ago. So I'll probably put this back to, like, you know, the nether brick texture. Sort of maroonish texture. And the black will be reserved for the blackstone. So I'll make that more black and less purpley. Even though this is closer to default. Obsidian and then gilded blackstone right there. And then over here is the granite diorite and andesite. So this is pretty cool. I don't really use these textures a lot. I want to redo them. I basically just took the cobblestone texture that I made and just recolored it. And I'm not really happy with it. So I really want to redo these. But I like this idea here. Like, these have a repeat CTM on them. So when you put them together, it looks like giant bricks. Which is pretty awesome. So that has its utilities. And then I've got 4 empty rooms here. So these 2 will be used for nether textures. I might be able to do it in just one. I don't know. I never go to the nether, so I don't even really know what's there. I know there's like 6 biomes with different blocks in there. Soul sand and soul dirt and, you know, tough or whatever it is. Or what's it called? Is it? I think it's tough. Or is tough in the deep dark. I don't know. And then the end will have, like, endstone will be here in one of those. And all the wood textures I need to put over here. So this is going to branch, this hallway is going to branch this way, and I'm going to have all the wood textures here and trees and shit like that. And then this direction is going to be for future Minecraft stuff that hasn't been released yet. So, yeah, that'll be a dead end. But I'm not going to build this on stream today. We're going to do some textures. So I need to get back to clear that. We need to do lecterns. So let's do that. So I have the top here loaded up. And it is too small. Phase 1 is always too enlarged. Sorry, a lot of times when I'm doing textures, I don't really talk a lot. Sometimes I just shut up because, you know, I'm in there. It's hard to talk when I'm thinking about stuff. So yeah, if you're new, there are long periods of silence where it's just I'm just making textures and listening to music. And by the way, I can turn the music up if you guys want it to be a little louder. Okay, so this is now 32 by 32. That is good. And we need to load up this block model too, because let's see, model block lectern. Where are you? One thing about when my son makes ramen, he pours out the broth. Like, he cooks it with the seasoning in it. He cooks it, and then he takes it out and pours out the broth before he eats it. Like, that's just wasting flavor. And then the noodles get all dry if you don't eat them in time. And I like when I eat the ramen noodles, I like to take a sip of the broth you know, whenever I take a bite. That's the way. That's how I do it, at least. Okay, let's add... Okay, we wanted to change this. Why do you pour out the broth? You're as crazy as my boy is. Too much sodium. Oh, sodium's fine. I like sodium. Tastes good. Okay. This, we were going to shrink it by 1 block, I think, or by 1 pixel here, which is actually 2 pixels, because mine are double. So let's just take this and we will just go bonk like that, and then we have to adjust the UI like that. Adjust this UI. Gotta adjust all of them. There. Perfect. I want to change the bottom. This is using like the oak plank texture, which in default is fine. It looks fine, but in mine, this is not good for the bottom of something because it's a piece of a CTM, of a repeat CTM. It just doesn't look right. So I do want to change those. But let's add a cloth. I think that'll be really cool. So first thing we do is move this up so we can see it. We're going to shrink it down. And we're going to make it... I think that's... Yeah, that's good. What's that? Yeah, right there. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to rotate this like that. So it'll be hovering just over the top there, right? So the cloth is going to come down to like, I guess here. We could start it there. Or we could have it drape over the front a little bit too. Maybe we could do that. But let's bring it down just a little bit more. By like a fraction. Yeah, just like that. It's like barely over it. So that's good. That's good. It's like right there on top, isn't it? That's perfect. I kind of want it to float just a little bit though. You know, like that. See? Okay, that'll do. And then let's make it longer. I think we could do it like that. We don't need to hang it off there. Okay. All right, cube, let's duplicate. Oh, wrong one. Look at that. Is that touching? I don't want that to touch. If it is, that's not good. Oh, come on. Oh no, we're barely good. Nice. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. Do we want it to hang down that much? Yeah, I think that'll do. Just like that. Okay, now we need to find a texture for that. Figured like just a simple red cloth like this will do. And we'll just add like waves in it or something. We could put a design in it. We'll call this lectern cloth. Yeah. Now, it's cool how it like automatically did a light in the dark. That's helpful. This is going to be a long texture though, because I'm just going to paint it all in one go. We're going to have to change let's see, textures, block, lectern cloth, yes. Okay, we're going to have to open that in the Photoshop. Okay, I need to know how long to make it. So the blue is 12. So that's going to be 24 in mine. We'll just add it up here. Okay, so and that one is green. So this green is 3. Right? 12, 3, and 10. Okay, so 25. So it's 25, so in mine it would need to be 50. So all right, so should be 50 right here. So we're gonna go. Oh wait, how wide is it? I need to know that as well. Width is red. It's gonna be 6. Okay, so 12. So 12 by 50. Just like that. Well, we could have a little spot for the cloth on the bottom too. Or we could just make that part of the base texture. That one would probably be fine. Oop, nope. Okay, so there's the front. Now we need to do the back as well, right? So let's just color this red for now. Kind of a deep red, I think would be cool. All right, and then the back side. We'll just put it in shadow. There. Okay, let's export this. There's no texture on this whatsoever yet. Oops. Okay, so we need to readjust these. Okay, so what? Oh, it's got to be square. Otherwise it thinks I want to animate it. Actually, that might be cool. We could put a McMeta in there and have the cloth kind of animated. We could totally do that. But I don't want to. It's not really necessary. But we do have to make this 64 by 64. There. Yes. There. Okay, that's better. Now it looks right. All right, so top part is 12, so that means that the UV needs to be I should have added pixels to it. Be easier to count this out. Oh, that's right. We're at 0.25 now because I'm using a 64 by 64 texture. Okay, so this still needs to be 12. No, it doesn't. Why isn't it? Oh! Wait a minute. Why is this messing with me? This should not be messing with me. Here, let's do this. So it should only be this much of it, right? Let's make those a little more apparent for now. Okay, yeah, those are not square. It should be 6. Yeah. That should be 6. one's correct. Okay, that should be right. Boom. Yes, good. Oh, there's a much easier way to do this. Grab this, apply to all faces, go here and just slide it over. And it should be in the right spot. Just to make sure this one's good too. Oops. I'm all making it hard on myself. That should go all the way down. There it is. Okay. See, that's pretty cool. Now I just need to probably put like a trim around the outside. That'd be cool. Hang on one second. I gotta get up real quick. Okay, I'm back. That was fast. Ugh. Hang on. Oh, I am still muted. I'm all blah, 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 blah. I was going to say, there is a way to taper the cloth using a custom model. It would have to be a right angle, though, and it would look weird. Well, we could do it here using the texture and just make transparent pixels going up, but you'll still see, like, the pixelation of it. It might not look that great, but we'll try. We'll try it out and see what happens. Stream saved. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so I put these here so I know what the different sections are. So this is the top, this is the middle, and this is the part that hangs down. So if we wanted to do, we could do that with a layer mask very easily. Okay, so, oh. Why is that? Oh, because of this. Why is this? Why is it making that? Oh, it's because the background is still there. That's right. We don't need this anymore. Okay. All right, let's start this over. Oops. All right, we are going to do this. Let's make that only apply to there. So if I get rid of some of this. Yeah, okay. We could do something like that, maybe. Hey, what's up, Bobby? How you doing? I'm working on the lecterns. Yeah, I gotta keep the resolution small because I want people who don't have the highest end gear to be able to run my pack. And I want to maintain the pixelation sort of look, that, you know, Minecraft-y pixelation. But 16 by 16 is just too yuck for me. 32 by 32 I think is a good compromise between pixelation and resolution. Okay, oh, there it is. Okay, save. All right, so let's see what that does. Oh, it didn't work. I know why it didn't work. Because we have the render mode not set to cutout. I don't know that we're going to be able to fix that. There it is. No! Undo. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's see, where is it? I might not be able to. You make Helldivers 2 mods. I've never played that game. Is it good? I guess it's good if you're working on mods for it. I don't think that there's a way... I don't think there's a way to get transparency. Which is weird because it's the lectern. It's a transparent block. See, because like, if it weren't, then you would get X-ray effects on a block that's next to it, and you don't. So this is a transparent block. So transparency should apply to all the textures. Don't know why it's not. It's very strange. But it's still making it red, which gives me a clue. That's probably not going to fix it. I don't think so. This isn't going to make a difference. Yeah. Sometimes you got to try things even though you know they're not going to work, because you might be mistaken. Even on the obvious things sometimes. It's weird eating ramen with no juice. So that doesn't want to taper. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Yeah. Yeah, I can't do it. Well, that's all right. No big deal. Okay, let's see. Let's get a dark color. Let's add another layer. Let's take this off for now. Might be too thick. Maybe just 1 pixel will be all we need. Let's clean this up. Okay. I'm just gonna color it all black for now. Okay, so black and maybe a silvery. Am I putting that on the same way? Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. It is okay. You know what? I really only need to do one side. And then we'll just make a shadow version for the back. So I only really have to do this once. Yeah, I don't really do that. I've thought about it. My wife is an artist and she always leaves Easter eggs in her paintings. She puts UFOs, little flying UFOs, in every one of her paintings. So like whenever you go visit her at a art show or something or whatever, she'll always say you got to find the UFOs. You can't buy it unless you find the UFO first. You know? Okay, let's go back to our red. We want to highlight, so we're going to go a little bit warmer. Actually, technically it's cooler. We're going more towards yellow. It's generally how you want to do your highlights. And then we're going to go slightly brighter. Might be a little bit too much towards yellow. There we go. That's what we want. Okay. Smaller. Okay, back to our shadow, and we'll go even smaller. Back to our local color, even smaller. I think what I want to do here is I want to checker this kind of like oh wait, I want that off. That's a little weird. The important thing is that the sides match, I think. Bottom, it's okay if they can be doubled a little bit. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, they're a little bit different. That's okay. We still haven't done any burn and dodge, but, you know, we'll get there. That's pretty cool. A little bit too bright. Oh, and this is off. Is that? Hold on. It's upside down. No. That's good. This one's upside down. And then the top one is cut off. Okay, let's fix that. Oh, it's back. Oh, yeah, okay. Boop. There we go. And then this one also needs a mirror. There it is. There it is. No! How do you take the book off of a lectern? I never do. This is a new duplication glitch here. Oh, take book, that's how. You can see how often I play survival. Like, never. Man, it's weird eating these dry ramen noodles. Like, why would you dump out all the juice? I don't know. You would because you're a crazy person. Just like my boy. I still appreciate him making that for me. Even if he is crazy enough to dump out all the juice. I think we could smooth that cloth out a little bit. Maybe desaturate it. Just a tad. I kind of like how bright it is, actually. Because it's a cloth, you know? Yeah, I guess. I guess if you take an hour to eat ramen noodles, then yeah, they're gonna be funky at the end. It wasn't so bad at the start. It was okay. You're right. I kind of do like how bright that is. But like all my textures, if you haven't noticed, are very desaturated. Like I like taking out a lot of the color, because obnoxiously bright colors like these books here are obnoxiously bright. And especially if you come over here to the concrete, oh god, oh, just hurts my eyes. So I have an aversion to really bright colors. However, this is a medieval inspired pack, so, and on a cloth that would be on this lectern, I imagine they would have a bright red cloth, you know? It probably wouldn't be all that desaturated. But let's do it anyway and just see what that does. See if it helps it or if it hinders it. Don't know. We'll just go here, we'll do an adjustment layer. And we'll do hue saturation. Oh. The cloth border in white. We could do that. There. I just want to desaturate, maybe darken it a tad. See what that looks like. I do like that red though. It is kind of nice. I like that better. Like it better. I don't know, there's like desaturated stuff just looks better to me than the really bright, obnoxious colors. So I'd have to bring this one down and make that the same color as this. Let's see what the trim looks like in white. And we could just do, we could just invert it. Where are we at? Invert. Ooh! Oh, that's bad. Let's do it. We gotta adjust it a little bit. I gotta darken it a little bit. Can't be white. There, that's as white as I'm willing to go. We'll see how that looks. Do. It does look classier, doesn't it? With the deeper red. The white isn't terrible. It's not bad. I like the black though. Originally I wanted to do black and like a silvery kind of thing, so with gray. So that's why I did a where is it? Here, hold on. So this internal part here I was going to make this kind of like the grays and then maybe checker it on the outside as well. So we could maybe try that. What did I just do? What? There it is. Okay. Yeah, the white wasn't terrible, but I like dark. Let's do some of this. Let's take this and let's add see like that, and then I want to take, oh man, we're gonna have to go I don't want to checker it. I think checkering it would be a little too, would make it look a little too cluttered. So I think we're just gonna have these going sideways. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cancel those. Okay. So we're gonna take those and we're gonna add all these little bits. And this is the tedious part because you gotta select them all separately. What the? Oh, I've got snap turned on. That's why. That is why. Oh, this part hurts my eyes. Okay. Why do that? There. So here we're going to have 3 different tones, which is cool. So we'll have like the lightest, which is like on the inside, and then the medium, which is kind of in the middle, and the outsides will be black, nearly black. See, kind of like that. I think that looks cool. We'll do that, and then this one will bring it down a little bit more. Yep. I think that'll do. Yes, that's what I wanted. Make the blue lines darker to simulate the wear from bending around the wood. Yeah. I thought about doing that. I thought about actually highlighting them a little bit. But the game kind of takes care of that for you. You know what I mean? So, like, this is shaded a little differently than that. So, I don't really think I need to do that. I think it looks good. I think we can keep that. We just got to do the rest of it now. What if I drew like a dragon on here? That would be cool. Some kind of a symbol. Like a fiery dragon. I don't know. Maybe not. Or a tree. It's red, so I mean a dragon would make sense. Let's see. I can't do it on the outside here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've only got 6 pixels to do that in. Let's add some little dithering. Just a little bit of dithering. Not much. Yeah, let's see what that does. Still got to do the underside. I might try to put a dragon on there. We'll see. Okay, so this should give it an aged kind of appearance. Yeah. It's not quite so smooth. All right, let's try to do a dragon. This might be the worst idea ever. But we'll see. Let's see. So I've got this amount of space to do it in. Maybe an eye, maybe. Let's see. We're going to start with white. So I can't go there. Oh, oops. Wrong place. Oh man, this is crazy. Why am I doing this? There. There's my dragon. Does it look like a dragon? Kind of? I don't know. Let's burn and dodge it. That's so weird looking. Well, we'll burn and dodge and see if we can bring it to life a little bit. Okay. Yeah, maybe. He looks like he's going, yay! I don't know. Although if we make it really faint, it could yield a better result when it's like barely visible in there, you know? Like that. Let's just see. Like it just has to say just an indication that hey, that might be a dragon. Yeah. I mean, it kind of looks like a dragon, maybe. Maybe. You know what else we could do? Black dragon. Okay, let's see. Like that. Darker. Could put a sword on it. That'd be a lot easier. Do a sword instead of a dragon. Let's do that. This dragon isn't going to work. Not enough pixels. I mean, well, if I did take away the arms and legs, that'd give me a little bit more space. I mean, that looks pretty good, I guess. Oh, not that one. What? Oh. Make the tail a little more coiled? I don't know. Not without interfering with the other pixels. I wonder. This probably is going to look dumb. Nah. Don't like the shadow. It's kind of growing on me a little bit. The weird S-shaped dragon. Needs like a wing or something, so it's not just a S. I mean, Could do a sword or a shield, you know. That'd be good too. Oops. That might be too faint. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. Just have nothing. This isn't even opaque. I fucked up. Bye bye, dragon. How about a skull? We could do a skull, but that might be a little too grim. And then every librarian is going to be a necromancer. I don't know if I want to do that. Why is it? Oh, that's why. We don't need that anymore. Get rid of that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid creeper faces or anything that's cutesy. I did one thing there, it looked like a happy goblin dancing around. I was like, no, no. A goblin's cool, but nothing happy. There'll be no happiness here. I'm trying to make like a shield. Ba-doom, ba-da-doom. It's a very tall shield. There's our little dragon head. We could do that. Bring it down a bit. No! Don't do that. What the hell? Come on now. I'm on the wrong tool. There. I like that. I think that's cool. We could even do oops. There. That looks a little more dragony with those extra pixels right there. I can't really do his nose though, his nostrils, because we're working with an even number of pixels. So that's okay. It's just supposed to be vague anyway, so that's okay. Let's go back to, oh wait, linear dodge. No, wait, linear burn. Let's bring it down. Right about there, I think. I think that's good. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 pixels. 1, 2, 3, 4. It needs to come up by 1. There. That looks like a dragon face. I like it. I think we'll keep it. Although we are losing a little bit of details. So we're going to save ourselves a lot of colors by doing this. And this is totally fine. Still looks awesome. Is that... Why is that there? That is weird. Why is it grabbing these? It shouldn't grab those. It is going to grab those. Okay. There it is. Okay. Why is it? Okay, this should give us some details back. Here it's not so bad in the front, but up here, it's like the dragon face is just one color. I'm trying to stick with only 32 colors. That didn't really help, did it? It's a little better. Back it off just a little bit though. Maybe there. We'll do 10%. Nope. It's back to where it was. All right. How about 11? There we go. 11. 11 is the sweet spot. And now we got to do the shadow, which is fine. We don't really need to do it. All right. Oh, man. 2 hours and we've done a cloth. I'm not the fastest texture artist. Okay, we gotta do the rest of it now. Let's make the rest look good. Can't just be default with a cloth over it. Be right back. I have a phone call. Okay. Hang on. Okay. Do the book nook. I shall. Oh, I gotta stretch my knees out. Hold on. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Ah. Oh, that's better. I got one of these gaming chairs. It was only like $80, but it has the footrest thing that flips out from underneath, and it's awesome. Totally worth $80, which is actually pretty cheap for a gaming chair. It's kind of flimsy and a little wobbly, but you know, whatever. I can handle that. Okay. These are good. Done. Nope. All right. Did I make this one larger? I did. Okay. So, do I want this to be wooden? Should we make it a dark wood, or should we keep like this kind of wood? It's always the question. We can maybe do a darker wood, I think. So the actual block model only uses these. It doesn't use the top or the bottom rows. So let's get some colors. Let's see. Let's start with let's see, what's our local color? Can be maybe this. Yeah. That'll be our local color. And then yeah, it might. But I can always change it if I need to. All right. All right. Let's just fill it. Okay. So that's local. So now we need a highlight. So let's get our highlight color, which we're going to go a little bit warmer and a little bit brighter. Maybe that. And then don't really like that as our highlight color. Let's change it. It's kind of pukey. A little too yellow. I think that'll do. All right, let's try that again. And then, no, this one is our highlight color. That's better. Much better. It's a subtle difference, but it makes a huge difference. All right, now we need a shadow color. So we'll get our local. We're gonna go cooler, farther from yellow, I should say, and darker. Like that. Hang on one sec. No, I'm not muted. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Okay, we have our shadow color. Let's put some of that in. Let's go a little smaller with the brush. Oh, look at that. Look how nice that looks. That looks good. Okay, so, and then we go back to local, and we go smaller. And we go Okay, so we want a bigger, bigger highlight color. This one will be like that, maybe. Okay, let's see what that does. You're not going to see a lot of it because it'll be hidden by the cloth. Ooh, I like the color though. Look at that. Alright, let's dirty it up a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. My apartment smells of rich mahogany, and I have many leather-bound books. Can you tell me what movie that's from? If you can, you get some props. That look a little too broken. It might. I don't know. Let's see. That's good. It needs to be desaturated. Like that. Maybe even a little more than that. Yes, that's good. Oops. So this is calling from the sides and this is calling from the front. I feel like this post section needs to be from all the same texture. You know what I mean? Hang on. Yeah, I don't think those should be the same texture. That's weird to me. Here's what I'm gonna do. Or am I? These are weird. All of this is weird. Okay, we're gonna have to just redo like this whole thing. See, it like makes it sideways, and that's just odd. This is what, 13 by 8. We're just gonna call all of this front, or are we? Where is that? Is that... That's calling from the top, I think. Yeah, that's weird. This is like the top. Or is it the bottom? I don't know. That's the bottom. That is so weird. Trying to think of the best way to organize these images and use as few images as possible, but I don't think there's any way around making just a separate image for all of these. Or we could maybe just make one image that's long, but it has to be square. Otherwise the game thinks I'm gonna try to animate it. Ugh. So lectern front is also lectern back. You know what I'm saying? Like there's the back of it, and it's coming from... Okay, so yeah, we'll just have to redo that. Okay, I've got to get up. I'll be right back. Well, I am back, and it is dinner time for me. I took my hat off, so you can see my head. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I might come back later on tonight, but I will. If not tonight, then I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with me, and have a good one.